Hello, Shameless Squad. What's up? Jackie here, she, hers. For those of you that are new here, hit subscribe, like this video, leave me a heart below. So I had something else in store for you today. When I'm recording this, 9/23, it's actually the date of when Mental Health Monday actually came out here. So give me some hearts, yo. But I am going to be vulnerable and talk a little bit about something different for Mental Health Mondays. And what I really want to discuss is how shame shows up in victim blaming here. For those of you that don't know, I'm a sex therapist. I have been working in the sex therapy field since 2018 and it is 2024. So I knew since 2015 I always wanted to be a sex therapist, everything like that. Throughout my career here, I have dealt with so many creepers. I've dealt with stalkers. I've dealt with people sending me photos of themselves. If you know, you know what I'm referring to in the DMs. And also today I got one via email. So I am just shamelessly sharing with all of you out there, whether you are seeking sex therapy, seeking sexual wellness coaching, seeking, some sort of help in regards to sexuality, that is never an appropriate thing to do. And if you are, on the other hand, a sexual wellness therapist or a coach or a consultant or working in the industry, I'm just here to tell you that that's never okay. In the past, when I had dealt with a stalker in, my own business, everything like that, I went to the police. And the police actually, said back to me, "Oh, well, did you tell this person to stop?" And I'm just like, oh my goodness, like high victim shaming and blaming. And so that is legit victim blaming and shaming. That's one example. Another example that I hear all the time is like, "Wow, Jackie, on your website, it's so out there and everything like that." And so then people have the thought in their minds that, oh, she must have wanted it, right? That's a second way that people victim blame and shame. And when it comes to sexual harassment, this is not an easy topic to discuss. And I have experienced this in many different scenarios throughout my life, and it's not okay, and it's not right, and it's not fair for how people, treat you as a person. Like, you are a person, you are not an object. And depending on who you are and what you do, that's much different and it's separate. However, that doesn't mean it's okay for people to send you these different types of comments or messages or hate or shame, right? And victim blame you. So another way that victim shaming and blaming really comes up quite a bit when it comes to, sexual abuse and assault and different types of things with that. We take that seriously on my channel here, and I just wanted to be able to discuss this to have people really listen. Check yourself before you wreck yourself when it comes to these different types of messages. In undergrad and college, we had a discussion, about this, and there was so many different victim statements that were just blaming the person and really insinuating from a lot of times women, they ask for it, they want it, whatever. No, legit no. And I remember Ashton Kutcher back in the day, and I know people got their feels about Ashton, everything like that. This was before this past year when things were coming out about him and different stuff, right? But before, he talked about and shared this, video when videos were becoming more and more popular on the internet about how this woman went all the way down, the street or something like that in New York City, and she was getting catcalled to the point of where people started getting mad and they were getting upset with her and they were hating on her because she didn't give those people the time of day. And so then these men were triggered in that video overall, and Ashton wrote something like, "We got to do better." And so this is me sharing with all of you, even in 2024, we got to do better. And just because we have this vast realm of technology does not make it okay to send somebody a picture. That's harassment. That is so much harassment here. And I just want to share with other business owners out there, you don't have to take that. You can report it and you can do some things with this if you so choose to. And when it comes to people that have sent those photos, did you get that person's consent, right? Are you asking for professional services from them? Because if you are, that is not appropriate for sex therapy or coaching specifically, okay? And or, potentially other industries out there, right? That may have nothing to do with the wellness field or anything like that. So really, if you have ever sent those, this is one of those things where, again, I am shamelessly sharing my authentic truth and myself with you on Mental Health Monday here. And I also ask, you know, do you ever sexualize people without even noticing it? Do you make comments that cross a line here? Do you, you know, say things that you wouldn't want, you know, a child to hear, a daughter, a son, a niece, a nephew, an aunt, an uncle, a grandma, a grandparent, a spouse, a partner, another partner, right? If you got multiple here, okay? And so this is me just putting this video out here today, just letting you all know that's never okay. Victim blaming is never okay. And when people do that, it's because it comes from a place of shame. So if you didn't watch the first podcast episode with myself and Paya, definitely go to my playlist tab, podcast, or my podcast tab. It'll be there, and it should be like at the bottom, but it was the first episode, and it literally talks about myths of therapy. So I'm not going to go into all of that in this episode here, but it's one of those things where you can watch that video overall to kind of understand, especially if you are looking for a sex therapist, okay? Don't send them pictures, please don't. It's never cool, and it feels really disgusting and gross overall. But if you ever have specific questions about, you know, what is appropriate, what's not appropriate when it comes to these types of things, like drop them down in the comments below. If you want to have me make a particular video on something, I'm more than happy to shamelessly share, you know, my knowledge, my education, and my thoughts on certain types of things too, because I really hope that these videos help you. If there's anybody in your life, or if you have ever been, you know, victim blamed or ashamed due to, you know, your looks or your career or whatever, or harassed, like, I'm giving you a big hug. That's never okay. I actually used to work with folks in undergrad with folks that had sexual offenses, you know, and charges and everything like that. And the person who I was interning under, who ran the groups, like, she commented on my looks, and she was like, well, yeah, like, these people could be potentially like sexualizing you and you don't even know it, but it could happen. And then she said a statement of like, well, because you're a pretty girl, so you're gonna have to watch out for that. And I'm like, as if I chose to look the way I do or whatever. And so it's just one of those other things too. Women can shame and victim shame and blame women as well. And so if you're a woman out there, please be mindful with that. Please do and be with any shame work with that. I've seen women tell women, you need to smile more, you need to wear more makeup, or, oh, you're really pretty, so you better watch out for that in the field. And you know what? No one freaking talks about this in the therapy field or the coaching field. And so I just wanted to share this with all of you on my channel today, boo. Let's just pull a mental health message. If there's anybody that you know that could benefit from this video, please send this, share this to them. Leave me a heart, some love, y'all. I was very shamelessly vulnerable in this one, and I just felt like I needed to, you know, share this and be real and authentic with all of you here. Mental health message. It's okay to take a break. So if you need a break on this Monday, whatever, this week, do it. That is your sign. It's literally a sign. Take time to schedule a day off for your mental health here. I love that that's coming up overall. And be mindful of what you say and how you say it when you communicate it with others. I feel like this was my whole point of the video, so I love that this one came out. And also know that crying doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong for being emotionally intimate with others and yourself. So this is me being shamelessly Jackie, emotionally intimate with you, letting you all know what my experiences have been, boo. So let go of what no longer serves you. And then the middle of the deck, there's no fast track to working on the best version of you, okay? So make sure to share this video with anyone that you know. My Protect Your Energy 90-minute workshop is up on my website, so make sure you come hang out with me that night. It's gonna be absolutely wonderful. A lot of spiritualists will talk about protect your energy, sage, crystals, all these things, yo, and therapists will talk about set boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. And so it's really about 4 different energies types. There's so much more that you can do than just that. So I'm really excited to be able to do that workshop here for you all and with you all here. So that's linked in the description box below. Again, like this video, please help my channel grow with the algorithm. I'm always so grateful for all of you that hold space for me and my channel boo. So definitely like this video, comment anything nice, shameless on my channel here, right? And share this with a friend or anyone that might just need to hear, you know, these messages, and hopefully they get a kick out of my little Wednesday shirt of like, ugh, people are really doing that. I hate people. Yes. Okay, but thank you all so much for being here. Hit subscribe, stay tuned for more, and stay shameless.